everybody wants to do what the other one does. Grass is always greener on the other side. You know this expression? Right? So when you're a corporate, you're like, oh my God, I would so love to work at a startup. I would love to be as agile. I would love to be digital. I would love to be disrupting. Every time, everybody who is in a corporate or in an SME wants to be like a startup. And the second you go to a startup, you're like, oh my God, this is so frustrating. I wish I would have the resources and the stability and the professionalism of a corporation. The grass is always greener on the other side, right? So let's look at it a bit more nuanced and see what we can do, what we can learn from a life at a startup and from a life at a corporate to see what makes sense for our own innovation aspirations, okay? So let's look at startups and corporates, and let's start with the startups. We are agile, but we are fragile. We're great at online, but we're horrible at offline. We have a great culture that enables innovation, but we have a horrible organization that doesn't, right? We have a lot of opportunities that we keep failing at. So this is the trade-off of a life of a startup, right? Are you still with me, guys? Let's talk about the trade-offs of the corporations. We did the same thing for corporates. Now for startups, now for corporates. So we are stable, we have the stability, but we don't have the agility, right? So we are stable at the cost of being dynamic and fast. We're great at R&D and engineering, but we're not digital companies yet. We have the resources, but we lack a little bit of momentum and drive, right? We have history, but we have history, right? It seems almost too obvious, my point where I'm going at with this, right? What if we put all of this together? Corporates and startups. It seems too good. Imagine we had an organization that has corporate stability and startup agility. Imagine we had the corporate resources with people with real drive and ambition and hunger. Imagine we would have the offline know-how of SMEs and the online know-how of digital companies. Imagine we have the trust of an old existing company and the sexiness of something new, something fresh like a startup. Imagine we have these in one organization. Wouldn't that be the ingredients for creating the next digital powerhouse? Right? Seems almost too easy. Of course, it's not that easy. You know the saying, you can't have a cake and eat it. Right? Because the second you eat it, you can't have it anymore. Right? Because then you've eaten it. I don't know. You can't be both at the same time. You can't. I mean, also a lot of these startups, Amazon, Google, Zalando, they probably have more corporate processes than any corporate. Or other startups like Car2Go, Drive Now, Clean, they come from corporates. So nothing is black and white anymore. It's not 1 or 0. It's not black and white. So I think every SME has got to start defining its own innovation DNA. What is my organizational setup? That would allow me to innovate, to reinvent my own product value proposition while maintaining my old economy business?